Hi there, my name is Elizabeth O'Daly. People ask me all the time, what is the process of buying a house? It's actually pretty simple. It's not that complicated. And if you know what to expect, it doesn't have to be difficult. It can actually be really exciting and fun. The first thing we're going to start with is you want to get pre-qualified. It means that a loan officer has looked at your materials, your pay stubs, W-2s, taxes, things like that, has determined what kind of purchase price you can qualify for. From there, you can actually start looking at properties. You'll put an offer in. With that offer, we'll have an earnest money deposit, some other features that determine the time of the contract, the purchase price, any kind of inspections, their due dates, and then who's paying for what on that purchase. So whether it be the seller or the buyer. Once that's determined, the contract comes back to the loan officer. We'll work up the figures based on what's inside of that contract. We will potentially lock that loan, and then it's your job to be able to get us all the rest of the documentation that we need to process that loan. Once we have everything, we're able to submit it to an underwriter for initial approval. Now, I always say, think of the underwriter as the referee, and I'm your coach. So I'm your coach. I'm the one that's going to help you kind of create that little package, put it together, and give it to the underwriter. And the underwriter makes the final decision. Then, once the approval is complete, we will also be at the same time doing an appraisal. An appraisal and a home inspection are kind of being done simultaneously. The home inspection is more related to the real estate portion of your transaction, and the appraisal is really related to the loan process. So the appraisal tells us what the value of the property is, because remember, the bank is investing with you. We want to know what the value of the property is. Once we have the value, then we can say, okay, we're going to lend to you this amount of money based on the value of this home. Then we take the appraisal, we take the rest of the documentation that the underwriter has requested on our conditional approval, submit it all back to them, and then waiting for final clear to close. Clear to close means that we are done with underwriting and now we're just heading off to closing. That's pretty much our process. When you sign your final loan documents, you'll bring in any funds that are due, then we close the loan, and then it records with the county. The recording of the county is actually what makes a loan and a transaction close completely. That's the basics of the process of buying a house. It doesn't have to be that difficult. There are some things that go along the way, but that's what the loan officer and realtor are there for, to help you out. Thank you so much. My name is Elizabeth O'Daly.